It's gonna take a little while. I'll probably just do enough of downtown that'll get enough.
Yeah. You could get some from crabs, but again, it's not worth it this early. Probably.
I don't think downtown's actually that big on the bubble bowl. Where I really want it is for Goo Lagoon, because I can think of definitely a couple where that's important.
Downtown.
I think you can landing pretty easily in downtown anyway.
People used to grind shinies here back in the day. They would spend like 10 to 20 minutes of the run grinding shinies.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom. We have to evacuate.
All right, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust.
Not vacuum, evacuate. We have to get everyone to safety.
Can we just load them up in the boats?
That won't do any good.
Why not?
Because the robots have taken all the steering wheels.
Couldn't we just drive in a straight line?
No, there are too many turns.
Curses.
Those fiends, they thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff. I'll get those steering wheels back.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear. But I tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden spatula.
How about a driver's license instead?
Nice try. Oh, this is a good theme. Downtown Bikini Bottom's great. Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt. 3 years running. Thank you. These guys are fun. They don't even get an intro. She's like, who
They're
cares?
not. Yeah, they're pretty shit.
Hey, hit this, please. There you go. Good buddy. This is a fun spatula.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Good shot. Ooh, that looks clean. No. Damn. There you go. Thing has terrible aim, but it's good at hitting the things you want it to hit. And this is the area you would grind for shinies. You just keep reloading and grind.
I mean, that's fair. You get super mega combos for each of those stacks.
You can like combo the combos into themselves, and it gets you like a shitload at a time. Then they changed it to a sand castle at Goo Lagoon. And then they just changed it to infinite money at Goo Lagoon, where you could just place a bubble in such a way, and then put a tiki inside, and then just get infinite shinies. And it glitches the shit out of the screen. It's insane. Gives them all the shinies they need in like 2 minutes, and they can move around while doing it.
A new sponge.
It's so insane how much faster it is. And this asshole again.
That's your best friend. It's, you know, tartar sauce man.
Fresh like a spring breeze. Another find for Patrick.
That's 10 socks. Patrick socks, I feel less. Hi.
Hi.
Patrick socks, I feel a little bit less misgivings about giving out if I really just need to get something. But again, it's not as important. Did you just wink at me? Oh. Ugh.
What that's about. She knows something you don't.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. It shines. I
think there's SpongeBob storage. No, is it in the original that's a SpongeBob storage, or is it in this one there's SpongeBob storage? It's in one of them. It's pretty great.
I don't remember that. Was
Where
that?
you just store the SpongeBob. It's really sick because it helps you get to certain places that you're definitely not supposed to, because the way it clings to walls. That was just rude. Get him, Gary. Somehow I don't think he needs a hand. Easy enemy.
Yeah, very easy. All you need to do is grab about it.
I think he's an enemy that actually does take 2 hits if you use the twirl, which is weird.
I wasn't even aware you could kill him any other way than the ground pound.
If he slaps you, he dances around for a couple seconds, and then you can just go and smack him.
I don't think I'd ever even gotten smacked by him.
There's enough shit on the screen, it can happen. Not the hot sauce. I urge this drop of hot sauce to be really, really hot. Fun part of this area, you can just use the tikis to get yourself shortcuts. Like so. Wish you could get a shortcut there, but because the game's kind of rude. Oh,
I even have the... Why did they even have the tiki there to let you destroy that first cage? You can't destroy the second one.
Let's just get some shiny objects.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some way you could angle that to still hit those guys, but... Yeah.
Oh, there's the text symbols.
There they are, up in the air.
Oh, that shit. What do I do? Oh, I probably get the... Do I get the sponge ball? Figure it out in about 2 seconds. And be like, oh, duh.
I mean, there's a sponge ball in this immediate area, so surely it's useful for something.
Oh, yeah.
There's a button next to it, too.
Yeah,
So,
that would be it.
Roll, roll, roll the sponge.
Ooh. SpongeBob feels clean in this version. That is some turning on a dime right there. Firing more sinks at me. Everything... anything but the kitchen sink is not on its roster. It only has the kitchen sink. Oh, what? That's lame. There used to be a car here, and you could angle it so you can go over to the other side of the gap. I don't know if that's still the intention, but let's find out. Maybe they just made it easier for you to do that.
Around town.
They did add some weird physics to this so it can, like, climb objects. And, like, it lets you do a jump out of it. So maybe it's still possible.
I mean, it almost looked like you just climbed the other side. I don't even know if you need the sand pile in the middle.
Yeah, this has, like, some weird climbing physics in this game. It's weird. Like that. That's smooth.
There you go.
Blow all that up.
I love opening presents.
Yeah, if anything, they probably made that gap actually easier to choose.
It was actually really easy to cheese off of it with the car. I won't say it's easier or harder, it's just different.
Yeah. Well, they made the sponge ball better in general since it sticks to walls like that. But...
It shines.
The temptation to jump down for that one shiny object is real. Nope.
All the verticality you like probably just want to save for Sandy because SpongeBob is not the one they intend for you to do it with.
Probably not. Someone locked their door from the
This door is
inside.
locked from the inside.
Who would do such a
Do
thing?
such a thing.
This line never made any sense to me. Who would lock their door? Who would do such a thing?
What a fucking weirdo.
Who would lock their door? I just don't get it.
Well, let's think about every other house in this game. Every other house in this
Hey,
game
this
isn't locked.
isn't slippery. This used to be slippery.
You! Patrick needs to do
Ooh.
laundry.
Interesting choices. I wonder if I can reach that.
With the right angle in.
No.
Nah.
Who would do
I don't even
such
think
a
if you
thing?
angled that perfectly, you could actually do it. But
I guess the reason why it's weird is because it's the lighthouse. I guess it'd be weird for them to lock the lighthouse.
yeah.
Honestly, to me, it just sounds like they don't want assholes coming in.
Well, like, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward, all their houses are unlocked.
I feel like a new
I don't know if you ever get the chance to go to Mr. Krabs' house. I don't know if that's
Get to
locked.
go to the Krusty Krab. Get to go to Sandy Street Home.
Yeah, definitely do those too.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger
Interesting.
hunt. 3 years running. Thank you.
Wonder just how long it'll take us to hear all some 40 of his lines.
Oh, we've already heard more.
You've just met the...
I'm just wondering if we've heard every single one of his lines.
Oh, no, there's new ones for every single area, so you can't.
Okay.
But
There's a lot of
there's
really-
repeatable ones, and you've heard a lot already. You want to pay for an area where you can't do half the shit in it? Yes, please.
Yeah, please. Classic sea needle. Really expensive and fucking. All you could really do there right now, I think, like the bungee jumping shit, and that's like it.
You can't do anything involving the cruise bubble. I don't think there's anything there that involves the bubble bowl. But I'll still go to the sea needle because it's great. There's also that annoying spatula where you have to kill all the robots by bungeeing. Or all the tikis, I mean.
Yeah, and I think that that's like the pretty much the only one you can do right now here.
It is really... Actually, no, I don't think you can do that because you have to get to all 4 bungee spots, and I don't think you can get to one of them without the cruise bubble.
Ah, there you are, boy. Someone's broken the sea needle.
That's horrible. The sea needle is the cradle of Crochet Corner.
Yes? Yes, it is. But what's more important is that there are tikis and shiny objects just outside the windows.
Mr. Krabs, how can you think of money at a time like this?
Easy. I just clear my mind. Money, money, money. Now listen here, boy. You know that I'll
His
give you
pupils
golden
get bigger.
spatulas if you bring me
He's
shiny
such a
objects. But I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you can break all the tikis here at the Sea Needle, I'll give you a bonus golden spatula.
Why would I want to break the tikis, Mr. Krabs?
Because they were laughing at you and calling you funny names.
What kind of funny name?
You know, SpongeBob Butt Pants.
Butt
That's not very funny.
No, but they said your mom was ugly.
Ugly? All right, Mr. Krabs, break them I shall. You've got a deal.
SpongeBob will kill if you call his mom ugly. Confirmed.
Fucking dare you call his mom ugly?
Stop winking at me. God, you're weird.
She's. She also just looks extra weird in this game.
She always looked weird, but in this game, she's just winking at me. She's making weird faces. Jackass. There's north side, or we can hit a button
Fresh like a spring
and get a wheel. I guess that's one good part.
Yeah, you need those wheels.
Meeting this asshole early.
Yeah, you haven't gotten the intro cutscene for him
I'm
yet.
not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights.
There's east side, and I don't believe we can get to the next one without the cruise bubble.
Yeah, cruise bubbles definitely needed for that.
And you do need to do that to get to the south side. Unless you can get to south side from the west side.
No.
Totally
You can get
can't.
it to it from either of the sides, but you would need the cruise bubble.
You actually need to hit it from the other side so you can hit the button. So no, you cannot break all the tiki, so it'd be pointless to try. However, I don't remember if there's a golden spatula at the bottom of any of these. Let's actually find out.
Yeah, I mean, with the spatula guide thing, it should tell you. Nah, it doesn't
Why
really.
does it say I finished Tiki's Go Boom when I didn't?
Maybe it was a different spatula that seemed
Oh no,
very
that
similar.
was that Tiki. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the one with the sinks.
Come back with the cruise bubble. Thanks, asshole.
Extreme bungee.
What a great
so you
name
can get.
for- I can get money. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
I'll save time.
It's not really necessary to be here yet.
It's just the pan in shot for Bikini Bottom. It's not interesting.
Yeah, same image.
Can I swap to Sandy? Oh, hello. How are you doing, Sandy? You're a little bit out. I don't even know why they let you switch in here. Are you? You can't bungee with Sandy. Can't. Why?
There's no Texas symbols here. That's pretty much her mechanic.
The Texas symbols appear even if she's not here. Maybe there's a way to get to her?
Surely there's a reason why you can swap to her. Her
Okay.
glide doesn't last long enough to do this.
Nope. Thanks, Hans.
It's closer than you'd think, but no, still. It's still not possible.
I love that. That is so good.
Yeah.
Being able to rope in midair is such an improvement. Ooh. Oh, that's a chunky sound effect, Sandy. Nice. I like the chunk on that. It sounded like... It sounded like old Pokemon sound effects in the old one. Here, it's a lot more chunky. Alright, let's leave.
It's got that proper, like, superhero whoosh sound.
We just got most of it unlocked, but we're gonna have to wait a bit. Sponge Slayer. Smasher. Speaking of Sandy, we're gonna get her, like, almost immediately anyway.
Yeah. I thought that you got her pretty much when you talked to, Bubble Man there. He would, Bubble Buddy.
I think you get her,
So I thought that he was, like,
right after. You have to, like, get to some of the rooftops, and Gary's gonna be like, hey, there's a bunch of shit you can't do. Yeah, it's this right here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, thanks for noticing. I have been working out. Not done. Doesn't that mean? Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads to the lighthouse? Uh-huh. There's another golden spatula. I could really use that. What do you mean, get Sandy to help me? I can get through this. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone...
A lot of those jumps he could make.
You actually can't make any of those jumps.
Uh-oh. More
Really?
robots.
They don't look that far,
Oh,
some of
the
them.
Dutchman's ghost. That gap looks impossible. And impassable. Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out.
With the cruise boost, you can make some of those jumps. Sadly, cruise boost does not exist in this game, and even if it did, I don't know how to do it. It is a frame-perfect trick on top of a frame-perfect trick. It's kind of insane. Major props to the speedrun community for finding that shit out.
Well, everything that happens in a speedrun usually just happens on total accident. Something happens on accident, then people exploit it.
Some people just go looking for exploits and find them.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely do that.
Around town.
You notice weird things when trying frame-perfect tricks and find other frame-perfect shit. That took a while for them to leave. That asshole shooting from inside the cylinder.
I don't think he can actually hit you. That's fine.
Opening presents.
No.
Bringing it
I think the
around
opening
town.
presents line is new. I don't recall that line.
Bringing it around town.
Bringing it!
That one's not new, though.
I Feel like a new sponge.
Oh, that's when it drops the car.
Ah.
That's right. Yep. Now we're in business.
Yeah, except that you didn't really need it.
No, I did not. But I'm glad to have it. Makes me not crazy.
Huh?
Now we got Sandy. For real. Flying squirrel coming through. Oh man. So there's probably a way you can totally cheese the shit out of this. Something like... Nah, probably not.
Yeah, that gap is definitely not.
Say's glad it's
traversal.
not that special. It's quite good. Quite nice.
Well, she doesn't really lose altitude that fast on it either. It lasts a good while.
It's kind of like Flood.
Surprise, everyone! Yeah!
That is also so much faster. That alone
just
helps
sit there.
Sandy. Yeah, she like
Yeah,
sits
just
there for
sit there
20 minutes
winding.
doing it.
For 6
Oh
years.
my god, they improved the shit out of Sandy. Sandy's where all the improvements came from. She feels a lot more clean to play.
That's for messing with Texas.
That was a chunky Sandy line.
And that's what you get when you mess with Texas.
Do you have to hold the button? Of course, you didn't have to hold the button, but okay. Play your game. That's much better. There's a little bit of a timing thing on that. Ooh, I can go get that. Ah, to give up all my progress for that, though. Oh, wait, no, I don't have
Oh,
to.
you get a box, so surely there's a teleport back up.
Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp.
Get a bus stop in there or something.
Gary's going to give me a hot,
Hey,
fast
Larry,
travel
what's
point.
shaking?
Or it's Larry.
Sandy,
Yeah.
boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Hey, look. Someone used toilet paper to prop up a metal object. It's like me using an eraser to prop up my graphics
Yes,
card.
sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper,
So, what's jumping got to do with it?
because the old antenna is up there.
Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and Spongebob do to get across these gaps. All I can do is flex. Wanna see?
Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old
He's
antenna?
just done.
Oh, that.
I mean, if JoJo's taught me anything, flexing makes anything possible.
Well, I have been getting bad TV
Not for Larry,
reception in the
apparently.
tree dome.
He's using it as an excuse for why he can't do
Got a deal.
something.
Wow. He just doesn't believe hard enough in his flexing skills. I saw that, like, because he's a lobster, his arms are just not buff at all. He just has big claws.
Shit. I need SpongeBob for that.
Larry's the equivalent of a bodybuilder with, like, scrawny little crappy arms and giant hands.
We should draw a character like that for D&D. I wonder what this gets me. Holy shit.
Good amount of shinies, mostly.
Is there a sock back here?
Sparkly.
Yes, there is.
Another find for Patrick.
I wonder if that cuts me in half. No, it doesn't.
This isn't Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, there's also a box up there. Sick. I'm gonna get that. Wait, what does this box accomplish?
Well,
No, is that just the opening area? Weird box. I don't know.
maybe it brings you toward somewhere towards the end of the rooftops? I don't know. It would be nice to have a warp point between the
There's
beginning
already
and
one
end
right
of the
there.
Oh yeah. What a weird place for one.
We'll find out. Alright, send. And they pull it away. They're like, no.
Lion squirrel coming through.
Either way, now I can go back to the streets. And then I can grab the wheel.
Nice.
Ooh, now the question comes if I can make this jump easily.
Yeah, you can easily make it. She has a stupid jump.
There's another one.
That's 7 of 11. Beep, boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Boop, 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 beep. So now it's across the rooftops. Something else. Got booted.
Yep. Well, you got booted, but
Nice.
either way, share screen needs to come back. There we go.
Yeah. Now it's across the rooftops, some other thing, and beating up the robots inside of the lighthouse, and that's all the spatulas that we can possibly get. Also collecting all the wheels, but Sandy may cross large gaps by double jumping and using her thing.
They're telling you
Ours
about that
did you.
now, but you would have needed that to even get to the rooftops.
Yeah. You might not have needed the double jump for it, though. She's dead. Oh, yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, well, yeah. Look, the residents of Bikini Bottom are just target dummies for these robots.
Bang.
The shinier the better. Yeehaw!
Sandy's just so overpowered.
Yeah. That's what I remembered from, like, the originals. I felt like Sandy was better than the other two.
I personally just like playing Spongebob the most, but Sandy is definitely like the best combat unit. Does having the ability to grapple from anywhere? It's not every single enemy you can do it. Like you can't do it with those the robot spawners, and you can't do it with small things. But moderate to big size things. It's just
A lot of them
like-
just insta-kill with that shit.
Being able to do it in mid-air is just busted.
Take that.
2100? The hell does that give you?
Which one does this send me to?
Uh,
This one sends me up
that's
here.
the rooftop.
Oh,
Okay,
that's why. So there's a midway point one. Gotcha.
gotcha.
Yeah, build that bridge. That was close. Sandy, what are you doing?
Just barely succeeding.
Where do I go? Oh, this one. Now I remember what this is for. This is for a spatula that's disconnected from the main one. Sandy, what are you doing?
Yeah, that lassoing in midair struck back the one time.
And...
Okay, and that's why the box matters, in case you messed it up.
Okie dokie. Forgot about that spatula. That was the one in between I was talking about. So basically we had to pay $2,100 for that one, and do a challenge.
I mean, it's still cheaper than fucking Mr. Krabs' first spatula, so...
Yeah, it is.
Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce.
Yeah, the fact that she can just one-shot, like, all the enemies, that helps with those tartar sauce guys. They don't get to fuck you over if they just die immediately.
I want that sock. Ah, the interlacing sound effects, that's still a thing. To get across large gaps, lasso glide, then lasso swing. Or you just be a badass and don't even use it. That's sad. Can I, like...
I think this game offers tips too late at every opportunity.
You can technically get the tips early. They just don't, like, force it upon you early. It's like an old game that doesn't force tutorials. You can just read them from signs. It's great. Yeah, she's busted.
That encounter would
That's
not have
ugly.
gone as smoothly.
She can quick tap it. Yeah, they made her busted. Not complaining.
I mean, she was already really good, but basically what they did here was they made everything that she does a lot faster. It's less tedious to do her lassoing.
Which makes her better.
Yes.
Dude.
What is it like? You think you can pull off a skip by using this guy as a platform?
Yo, yes I can.
There you go. Well, not him, but you did use a skip by using the fence.
What the fuck was the point of that?
I don't know if there was. I think you could have just made that jump kind of regardless.
Dickhead. Well, this is how we get to the sock. Ooh. That was sketchy.
Okay, that's better.
The whistling sound effect is also different depending on which character you are.
Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks?
Yes. Have some respect for the poor man. He lost his socks.
Yeah. Somehow he managed to get his sock up on the rooftop of some building in Bikini Bottom. That was the most disappointing slide of all time.
Sure was. You want to do it again?
Why is that even a slide point?
Because you can use it to do this. Or not. Well, I tried.
Nah, you don't have enough height to get that.
That's all pretty.
That would not have been possible in the old one. That would have been a million times more annoying. Alright, well that's Poseidon. That's Poseidon the point. Hee hee. Now SpongeBob has to do all this bullshit himself because Sandy would be a little too overpowered for this.
Push, 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 push.
Yeah.
Too pretty.
This is like the enemy shit ton of waves thing.
Patrick will be
Yep.
glad to have this
Like-
back.
Ooh. Sock collector. Sock something.
Collecting them sucks. Are you ready, kids?
Destroy those things as quick as possible! That's the theme.
Somehow I don't
I
think you
push
need
him out
the
too
hands.
fast.
You've just met the Sponginator. Ow! Fresh like a spring breeze.
I'm gonna guess what they probably did was they made them crap out robots a lot faster, but they added an enemy limit to it or something.
There was always an enemy limit.
I feel like a new sponge.
You dickhead. Stop being better than you were in the first game.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
I mean, really, the big difference for him is that they gave him some weird invincibility frames.
Next. And that's gonna give me a super mega combo.
Love opening presents. Just my size.
Now this is the insanity I remember.
I feel like a new sponge.
This is the easiest one in the game. It's the first one.
Yeah. This is basically what the multiplayer mode is. It's just a really elongated version of this room.
I learned that apparently you get more people than just,
Yeah, you get like, there's like 10 characters or something.
That's pretty sick. We are missing a wheel. God damn it. I wonder where. Maybe it's like right out this door.
That would be convenient.
That would be convenient.
But I think that since they just gave you a wheel in this room, that's probably not the case.
We will see. Well, shit.
Welcome
end
to
of
the
the area.
eternal problem of collectathons is when you miss that one collectible.
Do you think it might be in there with that? Maybe.
Oh, there's gotta be, right? Because there's the There was a wheel in each of the 4 corners of it, and you haven't gotten one. That might be
I'm just
weird.
gonna assume it's not possible. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'll assume, and that's what I'll live on. Doesn't matter. Let's go back to Bikini Bottom. Well, good news is, we do Poseidon.
What?
We can do Poseidon.
Yeah.
Which means we get the Sandy fight.